Hello everyone, welcome to BattleFY 2.0. This is actually match number 3 in a series, and no chat, no, go away chat. But anyways, we are actually on match 3 of the series. This is the second side of a best of 5. We're going to keep playing, bringing them all at you. But this is actually the starter, and we're going into the game now, which means it's time for you. If you haven't watched the previous matches in the series and you're watching it from YouTube, you need to go back in the playlist and watch them right from the get-go. That way you can see everything. But we are going into the game right now, live, bringing it on forward. And we are going in right now, as we do have one-man army on Sky. The score's about to pop up. Last chance to get out of here. It is currently 1-1 as we're going on to the other side. The other side was a tie. This side, we'll have to find out what they do to push forward. And we'll have to see what happens. Looking at one-man army, he's already almost full on the Evolve meter. He actually went through the Kraken Raceway, as this has now been renamed. Going on through the Kraken Raceway, heading up towards the south. He's going to try and do a full hook on the southern and eastern portion of the map and get himself across this terrain. However, right now we are looking at a Wasteland Maggie, Parnell, Hank, Rogue Val. So this is the mix of speed and damage. Like, it's a very, like, conceptually. Okay. So conceptually speaking... Oh, also, by the way, Neptune skin, because Neptune skin's awesome, and only certain people have it now. It's a limited edition skin. So, looking at it right now, here we go. Lightning Strike's being thrown backwards, trying to get a deep water, is going to get a dome. So I can't even go about the concept of the group right now. So let's take a look at deep water. Deep water is at 55 meters, 56, so we could cut, he could have domed him actually. But we'll have to see what he does. 50 meters, and dome it! Or don't dome it. Oh, he's trying to get him over open terrain. That's what he's trying to do. Deep dark water, you sneaky devil. Banshmine just chasing him till Kingdom Come. Looking at it right now. He might actually take the free strike on Daisy. Oh, Vortex going in the wall. Here it comes. Lightning strike. Daisy's down. Okay, I want to get into the concept of it, but I want to be able to see what happens in this little positioning. Oh, Deep Dark Water just overstepped. Oh, no, 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 no. Why, Deep Dark Water? Why? You could have just let your team chat. Why, Deep Dark Water? Must you go into the deep, bright water? That's acid. That's not water. All right, so back to concept. Okay, so basically, Wasteland Maggie and Parnell, right? These two are very good in a chase comp scenario. So high aggression chase, because Parnell is the fastest in the game, and he's ridiculous. He's too fast. Too fast. He's like Sonic, okay? This is Sonic, okay? And this is Tails, right? So Sonic and Tails. Sonic and Tails, right? Okay, so Sonic and Tails, right? Sonic, Tails, Sonic, Tails, right? And this is like Luigi, right? So this is like the perfect support to Mario, who just kind of kicks butt and jumps on Goombas and just randomly does shit and seems to have infinite lives, right? That's why we're calling him Mario, because he has like infinite lives. He gets enough coins, he gets a life, right? By getting a life, I mean he has a heal burst that heals for 70% of his HP, which is essentially a new life, especially with a Hank on the team. With a Luigi and a Mario, right? This is basically like durability 101, right? We have the Hank Mario with Sonic Tails. This is like the dual pair composition, okay? The sidekicks, as it were. Oh, that's what I'm going to call this comp. I'm going to call this one the sidekick composition, okay? So we have like the champions versus the sidekicks. Yeah, I like that one. What do you guys think? So we're looking at right now, the champion, Kraken Neptune skin, because that's what he's wearing right now, is the champion skin for the BattleFY tournament. It's called the Neptune skin. Is going to be going up against the sidekicks. Gets him on the north side of the relay with a high, durable chase. A tanky chase. Speed tank. What? So close! We're going in right now. We are back in, which means it's going to be one-man army re-engaging because he can. Dome did not connect, so he has the free reign. MonkeyBot can be burning the heal burst, so he's going to be ready to go. MonkeyBot is on the run, trying to see what he can get. And here we go. Engagement has begun. Fazio Vita actually burning the cloak to make sure they are able to get the heals up from Mr. Rogval. MonkeyBot. Mario is going to keep on pushing his shield. Coming out from Fazio, going to keep him alive just long enough for him to get another shield burst. Is that bouncing med beam is going to be keeping everyone up along with the AoE heal, which is right now available, which means that med burst is available. Going to be making sure those are up. Here comes the lightning strike, going to be going out. Does not connect. Heal burst is used by MonkeyBot for to be safe. Drops on in, connects on Fazio, who's right now going to be slowed down. Now Daisy's down though, which means Daisy's in the dropship, starting the counter. Fazio is going to be getting healed up just barely enough, and there comes the vortex to knock him up and make sure he goes down. However, we have one-man army dealing lots of damage. What need to remember is popping those super soldiers, dealing lots of damage. More shields and coming at everything coming forward. MonkeyBot's gonna be trying to get the pickup though. Here comes the aftershock, looking to get a connection on 3. Does connect on 2, and he's gonna be able to make sure he hits not only Fazio Vita, who's on the ground and can't run, but he also hit Need to Remember, who was personal shield at the time. Here we go, heals coming up, bouncing around between everyone. Gonna be hitting Deep Dark Water, Need to Remember, and MonkeyBot is just doing a great job bouncing those heals around as they burn through more of his HP. One-man army is going to be taking lots of it, and Fazio Vita is actually going to get picked up. The Fazio is back up. We have our good old buddy Luigi is back alive. And the monster is captured in a dome with almost no armor. This is basically a dream situation. Timer's already started, so even if someone goes down here, they can just go in the next dropship. Like, it's not a bad scenario. We have a one-man army who's trying to mitigate right now. Is a 3-man cluster. Lightning strikes coming in, does drop on in and hits him. Here comes the aftershock coming with it. Drops the base, gets shielded by Fazio. Fazio trying to keep it alive, trying to push his way all the way through Deep Dark Water, who gets healed up immediately by MonkeyBot and shielded by Fazio. Trying to see what he can get. Need to Remember, trying to see what he can grab. Here comes the lightning, drops on in, does he actually hit Deep Dark Water? He's going to be taking that to the base. Here comes the orbital, though, game connecting on the aftershock. Does get the stealth pads immediately broken by the orbital, and they are through all the armor, but he did get the strike on Deep Dark Water. Deep Dark Water's down, but he's going to get picked up very, very quickly, as he has the choice of either dropship or get picked up. Either way, and he does actually choose dropship just to be safe. Poison's actually going to be put on one-man army, going to get a little bit more damage out. Armadon's going to be going in behind him, does actually get poison darted and interrupted by the rockets through the last bar of HP. The last bar of health's one-man army is not an army at this point. He is one man on the run, and he's trying to push himself towards the south side of the region. South side of the map on orbital drill, trying to get some space. Not quite able to get it though, as he's just having barely enough at this point to get himself into feeding distance. He is right now within sight line, so if Need to Remember saw him, he could have popped him off and interrupted that feeding and done a little bit of damage. But ultimately, one-man army's in a rough position after that engage. It was a perfect dome toss after the miss, and the recovery from Deep Dark Water was extreme. And perfect timing on the second dome. Who knows, maybe the first one was a meta play. Could have been a meta play. Came right on through, and immediately after he engaged and overextended, he got the second dome, which made it so they could basically kill him unless he evolves to stage 3, which he has to do at this point. And they're within distance that Need to Remember can just pop that super soldier, burn his jetpack, and he'll be right on him. Well, okay, well, not anymore. He just burned one. But he is actually catching up to him, so maybe he's still within distance. He's still within the 50. And his jetpack will be recharged at this point. But one-man army is trying to save out those traversals and get himself into a position that he can go back and re-engage. He does actually go right in on Need to Remember, does see him, and he is actually going to choose to not engage on him, as Need to Remember is going to try and keep himself within sightline of Fazio and just wants to make sure in case he gets stealth pads, he'll be okay. But one-man army was able to push himself across in the meantime, and he'll actually be able to get enough distance from Need to Remember, which is actually at 80, so he's outside the Evolve Parnell Super Soldier face stuff distance. So we'll have to see what happens at this point. It's pretty much anyone's game. One misstep from this durable chase Mario Sonic composition, and they could all be down. They have 2 strikes on Daisy, and as we all know, if Daisy dies, you all die. So there's that. 1 strike on Deep Dark Water and 1 strike on Fazio Vita. That is the strike on Fazio Vita is the most important strike in this game right now. It is what defines his success rate. The only reason Fazio survived so long was because he had just that little sliver of health remaining against this Kraken, who's going 2 Lightning, 3 Banshee, 3 Aftershock, 1 Vortex. So we have a low health Kraken going Aftershock, which is a drop in your face, combined with Banshee Mine. So he's not even going artillery. He's going Banshee to control jetpacks and burn it and do a quad Aftershock. That's the plan from one-man army. Is just going to keep pushing himself along and get his little HP up and running, get his armor built, and he's going to build up that momentum as he's trying to be the perfect Bob, but alas, he is a Kraken, not a Bob. So he only has so much armor. We'll have to see what happens. Who knows? We don't know. Could just get it. Here's another 2 meats, so that's going to get him a little bit further. Get him to about half. A little bit under. He's going to be able to get 3 more here. But they're going to be able to engage if they kept the chase, but they didn't. They're actually going to go and set up. They're like, we can just set up on defense. That's fine. But he's on the last bar. Going to see what he can get at this point, and going to keep on pushing. Push it. Push it real good. There we go. That's my singing for the day, ladies and gentlemen. It is terrible. But yeah, we are going in right now to see what happens at Stage 3 Relay. Earlier, we saw on this map, we saw Ali Sky play Goliath. And he got absolutely devastated on the north side of the relay from a Hank Val composition. This is a Hank Rogue Val, so it won't work just as well. And he had pretty much a dream situation going on. And he just got devastated. So we'll have to see what happens this time. Fazio burning out the cloak, making sure he is actually able to get healed up by MonkeyBot in the rear. And Deep Dark Water's going to try and keep himself alive. You're going to have to get that shield, which is going to reveal Fazio's position. Here comes the 3. They all split. It only connects on 2, just barely keeping him up. However, here comes the shield. It's going to be able to keep Deep Dark Water alive just barely long enough. Trying to see what Daisy actually blocking the Banshee Mine there. Perfect play by Daisy. And here comes the lightning. Does finish Deep Dark Water. He's going to go in. Here comes the drop. Aftershock does connect on 3. Does get all 3 of MonkeyBot, Fazio, and Monkey. Fazio, and Deep Dark Water, sorry. Shield's coming out to make sure they are able to get that range pickup. The AoE med heal is going to be coming out from MonkeyBot to pick up Deep Dark Water, as they're going to be keeping up the pursuit as he is super low, but the monster is actually on the outside of the dome. Deep Dark Water just throwing it up defensively, making sure that one-man army isn't able to re-engage unless they want him to. Drops it now because he wants to be able to have it, the cooldown starting to recharge. His one-man army only has 2 bars of armor, trying to see what he can get. He's over in the corner. They know he's over there, but they don't want to overextend. The minute they overextend is the minute one-man army comes back in with a vengeance and comes in like Bruce Willis and just starts killing everyone. Doesn't matter if you're a Swede or whatever, like however many people that died in Die Hard. Everyone died, blowing up the building. But we'll have to see what he does. And here comes Need to Remember, making sure he's not able to eat. Gonna start whittling around that damage from a distance. Whittling around the armor and trying to see what he can get. Poison Dart's coming out, not quite connecting, and he's be seeing what he can get. Here we go, throwing it out. And here comes the lightning. Connects on Fazio. Fazio might be in the dropship that comes down in 20 seconds. Here comes the Aftershock drop. Down goes Fazio. So he has the option of the dropship unless he gets picked up. So that'll be the second strike for support. He's going in, does actually see Deep Dark Water, does go in to try and get it. Here comes the lightning though, dropping out with the Banshee Mine. Doesn't connect on the Banshee Mine though. And down goes Deep Dark Water, and Deep Dark Water is going to be in the next dropship. The question is, do you kill him? You don't kill him. Don't kill him yet. Wait, 1, 2, and now kill him. Perfect timing. That's what you wanted. Right after the dropship arrived, which means Deep Dark Water's not going to be in that dropship. So he'll be able to get himself up to full armor and re-engage within the 2 minutes, and Deep Dark Water will not be there at the start of the engagement. This is what we refer to as dropship cycling. Okay? This is what the importance of late game monster play is, being able to control who exactly goes into the dropship at any point in time. So right now we have Wasteland Maggie going into the dropship, which means that the Kraken's going to have free reign until then. He can engage and disengage and engage and disengage. We have Fazio Vita, who's at 2 strikes already. So he's going to be a quick down. He'll probably be in the same dropship as Deep Dark Water. So these two, right, Luigi and Tails, are going to be in the dropship together. As Mario and Sonic are going to try and see what they can do to survive until that dropship arrives in 1:17. That's what's going to come down to at this point. And yeah, there comes Fazio, super panicked with the early cloak. And yeah, he knows it's early. He's like, fine, if you're going to cloak early, I'll just go after Need to Remember. I'll go after Sonic. And he gets stealth pounce inside the building, which means that MonkeyBot has to come in with the sniper to get it off, popped off. Does actually force him to go in close range, which means that MonkeyBot's going to be in for some hard times getting that healing off against a Kraken in that close proximity, but he is going to be able to shield it and everything. Here comes the Orwell, drops down, does connect on Need to Remember. Need to Remember is going to get immediately stealth pounce, tries to get the finish, doesn't quite get it, however, he does not have personal, needs to get a 1 more hit. Here comes the last bit of stealth, the shields coming out from Fazio. Fazio, however, does not have a personal. Here comes the lightning, here comes the vortex, 37 seconds till that dropship arrives, and down goes Fazio, he's in that dropship. And now at this point, do you choose to finish up? Yeah, you do. There goes the strike on the assault. He's almost going to get him off, needs to get rid of MonkeyBot, and this could be game wipe. MonkeyBot has to survive 25 seconds trying to see what he can get, and he goes up on the high ground trying to see what he can get, trying to get that stealth bounce. Here we go, just trying to get the pop. Here comes the jump. There goes the jump. Gonna see what he can get. Does Need to remember get picked up in time. No, he does not. And down goes the Hunters. Monster wins game number 3, bringing the score to 2-1 in favor of Pink Fluffy Unicorns, dancing on the promised land. And they're going to be going into the next round of this series, which means that it's currently 2-1 in a best of 5. So if Pink Fluffy Unicorns wins the next round, they go on to the finals. Meanwhile, Promised Land's going to be fighting to push to a tiebreaker and get them. But this is the final screen. This is the stat screen, so you guys can see what happened over the course of that game. Games were pushing themselves forward, trying to see what they could get. Did get a good amount of health damage, but at the end of the time, it came down to that one last strike and getting that last hit on the Trapper just before he went down. If the Trapper went down a second earlier, that would have locked it in for the Hunter team because he would have been on the dropship and engaged in the next fight, which means he would have had more control, giving them just enough damage to push on through. But in the meantime, that's it. That's all for now. For this round, this is where we do that quick fade in, fade out if you're watching live, so stay tuned. We'll be back in a sec. Just don't worry about it. Just ignore me if you're watching live. If you're watching in the YouTube video, you have to go to the next video in the playlist and watch forward. But so we'll be back in a second. Bringing it on. Have lots of games coming at you as we have BattleFY 2.0, new BattleFY. This is the third BattleFY is 2.0. But new BattleFY 2.0, bringing it forward, new skins, new contests, new players, bringing it up and doing what we can to keep things rolling. So in the meantime, that's it. That's all for now. Let's go to the next video in the playlist. We'll be back in a second with more Evolve action coming at you in just a second, so stay tuned.